Bruh. Wait, was that live? Oh, that was live. Oh, we got the clip. We got the clip. Live. Still, reactions. Akash, live. Live li kittirundu. Here. Subin mail വന്നിട്ടില്ല. Come on. Fuck, bro. അയച്ചായിരുന്നോ? സ്ഥലം നല്ല. മെയിൽ നയിക്കാം. ആ എൻ്റെ മെയില് VYSAKH പറഞ്ഞെടുത്ത് വരുവാണ്. എയ്മേ ഫോൺ നോക്ക്. ഫോൺ നോക്ക്. ഫോൺ ടൈപ്പ് എയ്മേ ഒന്ന് സെൻഡ് ആക്കിയത്. ആ VYSAKH _B190 B190 622 EC @NADC. നോട്ട് C നോട്ട് കറക്റ്റാ. സ്മോൾ ലെറ്റർ ആണേ. ഐ മീൻ
എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത ഓട്ടോ കറക്റ്റ്.
It's fine.
ഗ്രാമറിനെ എടുത്ത് കളഞ്ഞിട്ട് കീബോർഡ് ഇത് ഗ്രാമറിലേക്ക്
സെൻഡ് ആയിണ്ടോ? അയക്കാൻ പറ. സെൻഡാക്കി ചെയ്യണല്ലേ? എന്തായാലും കുഴപ്പമില്ല. എന്താണ് നേരത്തെ കൂടെ തന്നെയാണോ? ഷോർട്ടാക്കട്ടത് സാധനങ്ങൾ. കപ്പട പാടട ടീച്ചറ ആ ലൈവാണ് അതെ അതെ അങ്ങനെ ലാപ്ടോപ്പ് താഴെ വേണവരെ ലൈവില് ഈ സംസാരിക്കണമെന്ന് ലൈവില് ദ ലൈവ് പാരഡോക്സ്. Is he using Arch?
No, Mark.
Mark. Mark against GP.
ടീമല്ല, ഇത് ഒറിജിനൽ മാർക്കാണ്.
Oh, so many hashes. Dairy.md. Oh, is this good diary? Diary. Jassim. Live on already.
Okay. Lap വീഡിയോ എനിക്കും പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ചില്ല.
It is what it is.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about how. So this is an experience with WebTorrent and how I made my 2 PRs into WebTorrent the repo, and I kind of build stuff with WebTorrent, and I'm going to talk about the very beginner experience of how to contribute to open source repos with WebTorrent being an example. Okay, my name is Subin. I mostly volunteer at Solana Mana Computing. I like building apps, just hacking around. So if you want to see my projects, you can go to this domain, subinsb.com/projects. I mostly volunteer at Solana Mana Computing. So most of you NIT folks won't know, but Solana Mana Computing was founded in NIT campus in 2001, and I've been volunteering for SMC for 2-5 years now. It was founded when I was like 1 year old, but I now have contributed to SMC. So SMC has been like 20 years now in the making. So most of the Malayalam phones that you see in this era, mostly are made by SMC. If you can type Malayalam on your phones, SMC has a really good part in that. Because of that, we can type Malayalam or other Indian languages in our digital spaces. And I also contribute to Wikipedia, some in Debian India, and KD as well. Until I switched to Mac, I haven't used KD in 1 year, but I still contribute to the community, helping people around. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Subin siby, and at Mastodon, I'm at Subin at Ana.site. So Ana.site is also a couple of folks from Kerala running a Mastodon instance. Okay, so I was at FOSSMeet'23. I was sitting somewhere around here. I'm not sure if this hole or the other hole, but there was the blue shirt on the front is me, and I was with my friend. So when I was doing those first FOSSMeet, I was in college, so I see people coming with Macs around, and I used to judge them. So if you are coming to a FOSS conference with a Mac OS officer, I used to judge them. And here I am. I'm also on Mac OS and doing stuff. Yeah, how the turn is. Yes. Exactly. Circle of life, man. So, but the things I want to talk about in this talk is how WebTorrent works. It's a very fantastic piece of software that I really like to use. I mean, I think most of the people have used torrents. It was the thing before Netflix came. So, torrents were a very popular part of our lives when we were growing up in the early stages of internet. I've been using internet for around 12 years now, since I was 10. So, I have seen the whole evolution stuff happen, but I still use torrents. So WebTorrent is a software that was, I think was released in 2014 something. So the primary thing I want to talk to you about is this particular PR, which is a preference to add global trackers into WebTorrent desktop. So this is a PR that I made. It took 2 years to merge, probably because the maintainers are very busy, but it took 2 years and I was keeping around it. Like I want this thing to get done because I use the software myself. So I was persistent to get it merged. Okay, and the next part will be in the talk will be about P2PT. It's a web torrent. It's using web torrent to make peer-to-peer apps in the browsers, and I will be showcasing some apps that I was building with P2PT. Okay, let's see what web torrent is. It's basically a torrent line, and it can stream video files as it downloads. So if you're watching a movie or something, you can live watch it as it downloads, and you don't have to wait for the thing to download. So basically like Netflix. Okay, now I don't want to compare with Netflix, but they're almost the same. I think even in the infrastructure of Netflix or even the streaming platform, they will be using some kind of torrents in some point of way. So I will just show a demo of how WebTorrent is. So I'm just going to open WebTorrent. It's a very simple interface. Oh, I have downloaded Debian, but yeah, I'm going to download something with it now. Let's see, there's some functional torrents. So Big Bug Bunny is a movie by Blender Foundation. I was released in 2011 something. I'm just going to Control V here. Certificate as subscribe. What happened? Okay. Oh, that's a torrent file. Okay. Let's do a magnet thing. Okay. So I think the problem is that this WebTorrent version is so old, the CS has expired. So it's trying to download, connect with HTTPS, but it's not being able to, I'm guessing. So magnet link doesn't have this problem because there's a simple text, and I will be talking about magnet. So it's superbly fast, the implementation is really good, and I'm glad they have blocked SH code, but they haven't blocked WebTorrent trackers. Really good. It has already downloaded. I could have shown you the streaming part because it streams from the start of the file to the end. So you can watch the movie as it progresses, and there's no buffering in between. Like WebTorrent algorithm was made in such a way that it will try to find the pieces to get the continuous flow of the video. So and that way we can watch movies and like it's a basic player. You can have subtitles in it, but it's not really a very fantastic kind of player. But you can also configure the preferences to change to a local player that you like. SM player is my favorite. So I can use that and it will start a local server here and it can just stream to the file that you want, the player that you want. Okay, so just go download it and I'm seeding now to 13 page right now. Okay, so let me talk to you about how BitTorrent protocol works. We call it, decentralization, the word is a very fancy term in the current stream, but BitTorrent did it before where it was cool, I would say. BitTorrent was the OG decentralized thing. So if you look at this diagram, I get a torrent, a magnet link somewhere, and there are multiple trackers, some people have hosted their own center. So in a way, this is not exactly decentralized because you need this central server here. This tracker, and even in the current blockchain spectrum, whatever projects they say block, decentralized, there's always some centralized server somewhere. But they just call it decentralized to make it fancy. So even in the torrent ecosystem, you need this centralized entry point tracker. And what happens is that, suppose that I need this one particular movie file. So I will ask this tracker to send me a list of people who is also having this file. So those people will directly make a peer-to-peer connection between them and you will just download the file. Simple. Now, BitTorrent protocol by default uses TCP UDP for communication. So this has been there for around 30 years now, around 25 years. But TCP UDP is the de facto BitTorrent way how the clients communicate with each other. So browsers have come a long way. Is peer-to-peer possible in the browser? Yes. WebRTC is a stack that we can use to make peer-to-peer connections in the browser. So it was started by Google. The original goal was to make a real-time communication between two different browsers to have a live communication without a server in between. That was the original goal, and that's Google's idea. Now, why did Google want to do that though? I don't know if you guys remember, but back in 2010, 2011, you had to install Google Talks plugin in browsers to make video calls or voice calls. I don't know how many of you remember that, but I remember doing that way back. Browsers were very basic at the time. It wasn't that much of a broad like it is now, but there were like, I think, Flash Player, there were Flash Player plugins, Google Talk plugins, some extra bit of stuff, but now it has come a long way. So the point of Google was, their goal was to make video call, voice call possible with the browser without a plugin at all. That was the original goal of why Google was developing this WebRTC. This started in 2011, 2012 times, long back. But we don't need any more plugins because we now have WebRTC. WebRTC is there in your phones, your computers, wherever you go, even in your refrigerators, maybe there will be WebRTC. Because it has gone a long way, that WebRTC is now kind of like everywhere. Now the next thing, how can we make torrents come to the browser? By de facto standard, we can't make TCP connections with JavaScript. But let's wait. Maybe Google will do that in some future. There are some proposals, some RFPs happening that it might be possible that JavaScript we can make a direct TCP connection to an external server or something. In the case of WebTorrent, BitTorrent is TCP UDP, but WebTorrent can't do that. I mean, we can't directly make TCP connection from JavaScript. We can just make a new TCP server or something. No, we can't. So how does WebTorrent bypass that? Now remember I talked about WebRTC, right? The goal was to make video calls, but Google's original idea was that. But the developers' idea was that they only wanted video audio streams to run via WebRTC. What the developers, hackers forced them to make data channels available as well. So what that means is that anybody can send any kind of text along with this WebRTC, not just for video and audio. And now because of that, WebTorrent is possible. So what happens is that all these browsers, in the WebTorrent side, they will be running in the browser, and the BitTorrent network is already there. There will be these hybrid clients in between, which will convert this TCP, and we will download the file system of any other random torrent client. We will just fetch the file from BitTorrent protocol, feeds it back to via WebRTC to the browsers. So with that way, we can stream a torrent from the browser itself. I can show an example. BitTorrent.x. I don't know whether it's available right now. Yeah. It's a browser WebTorrent client. So what basically means that I have a magnet URL. I can just go to this website, paste the magnet URL, and I can just download the torrent in the browser itself. This is an amazing tech if you ask me. I mean, you can't do this like 5-7 years ago. So I can download the torrent here itself, and this will be streaming to other WebRTC clients from this source. So if I open BitTorrent in another domain, another tab, another computer, I can share this file to there as well. Okay, let it download. So WebTorrent desktop is the desktop client of WebTorrent, but that is actually acting as the main hybrid in between the original BitTorrent network stack and the WebRTC new client. So if you want to know more about WebTorrent, Feroz has some really good talks in YouTube. He has done his talk, and most of his slides are from him. And Feroz has explained it really good, so you can go to his talks and just get more understanding about how WebTorrent works and how WebRTC works in general. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of live coding here. So a feature WebTorrent does so this is like a beginner way of how to navigate around large projects and just add a feature. So WebTorrent, what's the feature that I want to have? If you look at the WebTorrent, if you look at this is a very simple interface, nothing fancy. If you look at normal traditional torrent client, it has a lot of fancy functions. And one of the fancy functions that WebTorrent doesn't have is the ability to have custom trackers. There is no option to add custom trackers, so that you remember the central part there. We need custom trackers so that some torrents can be downloaded. Now, there is no feature like that in WebTorrent at the moment. So how can we add a feature? So I will be doing that right now. So I have cloned the repo here. So this is from 2022 April. So my PR wasn't merged there. 2022 April. So what is there? Nothing. Okay. I am going to look at the source code. So this is the preferences we have. Let's think of adding a torrent tracker setting somewhere around here. So under the general tab. So how do I navigate? Simply search the text. Enable sounds. Someone search that text. Very easy. Enable sounds. Okay, there we go. So easy. So we found the place where the sound setting is there. So if I change something here, okay, I should run it first. So I have the local development here. Okay, npm run. I have npm installed. So now it's compiling and it's now development version. This is Electron. There we go. Enable sound has been changed. First change I made to this before. Very easy, right? That's because it's probably JavaScript. Okay, so the next thing is I need another preference here. So there are multiple ways to go around this. You can have some kind of standard code that you will make another function like this, and you will just call the function from above. Let's see where it's called. Okay, there we go. General settings, setup checkbox, sound notification. I'm going to add one more setting to you. The code is basically I believe. One more section I'm going to call is tracker settings. Okay, setup checkbox. What? I think the point is we need to have a text box somewhere. I'm going to name that. Okay, where is the... Oh, this is the class components in React. React has changed, come a long way, but WebDriver is still in the old. Okay, web was a function. I mean, the thing with WebDriver is that the code is very hacky, so anybody can just contribute. Most projects doesn't have, they have some kind of standards and everything, very not very different from their own. So I can just write this and they will just ask the PR. Very good. Let's have a text input. So how do I make a text? I don't know React. So at the time I didn't know React. So how can I make a text box? Let's just search for other text boxes. Is there a text box? Yeah, text field is called. Okay. Yes, go on, copy, paste it. Okay, there was see, if I control save, there is no formatting at all. Very basic project, you know. I can just make anything here. So what ID? Do I really need an ID? Class name, okay, ID. Oh yeah, this is a rough time, I guess. Is it really needed? Oh, okay, maybe. Let me check how the other guys are doing it. The other text here is download location. Okay, let's look at how that thing is. Download location. Oh, this is all in the same file. Very good, you know. Some repositories they separate this out to multiple different files and make everything complicated. Okay. Okay, I can see the code of this in the file. I have to scroll out. This is supposed to work. Okay, I just want to look at my PR. That's better. To make this talk faster, I want to just look at my PR. Why did I do that? Okay, text field, okay. So I have to, I can't just do this all in one single talk. If I have one more 2-3 hours, I can just do it. But I just want to copy it for now. Okay, so these are the, see? Good format. The OCD is making me do this. Text field. So I need to have some kind of, okay, there's a material here, text field. Okay, now what? State. I am supposed to do that in table field 9. Okay. In new React, you don't have to do this kind of stuff, much more easier. I don't think WebStorm will ever move to new React. It's going to be this as it is. It took 2 years to get that peer mesh. How do you think they're going to migrate that into new React? They won't. Set global transfer. Yeah. So I'm going to skip the part. So I think they need to have text area. There is no text area. Suppose you do. I think I will just do it. Compiler probably no. Oh, it doesn't work at all. What's the problem? Okay, I think I should look at the input element now. Where is the input element in that one? Oh. What? Canonical properties of one different. Okay. Class is there. Canonical properties of one different. Okay. Set state. This is the reason. Did I change something else here? Okay, handle set global tracker. Okay, there is a function. Okay, this is harder than I thought. Hopefully it's now better. Refresh. Oh, okay, cannot have it. Okay, that's a different bug. You can file that later. Preferences. So there is no preferences anymore. I didn't touch that at all. So I'm wondering how that happened. Maybe I should do another restart. Usually that goes away. Okay. Okay, still there. This JavaScript I tell you. Very easy, yeah, very easy. Tracker settings ready over. Oh, okay. I think I changed the name as well. Now what? This is fun, right? You go through this in a month or so, you are a developer. What am I doing wrong here? You get the point. You just do this for 3-4 hours, you will get it at some point. I just want to revert to master now. Okay. Git checkout master. Okay, there we go.
Defeated alpha retreats.
Okay. You must be running very fine now. Start, yeah.
Oh, it shouldn't work.
There we go. We have a tracker thing. That's because it's the latest master.
Hey.
It's because this PR got merged and it was working fine. So it's now merged and because of that the master would have it. So I guess I will show the discussion what happened around that. So I just added the trackers. I said that okay, it's a new feature. Blah blah blah. Vector nano. I have to look into vector library to see how to do that because the UI is not just a thing. You have to make the thing work actually. It's not just a text area. It's a text area. You have to make it work. And because it's vector run, everything is kind of very hacky and it's very good to get around. It's a very good project I would say for a beginner at least. And yeah, what do I do? Blah blah blah. And then what? Okay, I think I had some kind of confusion in between here, but I think Feroz kind of replied that well. Okay, so I kind of yeah. Okay, some discussion here. Okay, done. Okay, and after that, Julia Subin I think was there. Okay, he replied directly. Feroz is a really busy person because he is running a startup and everything, so he is not actively looking into vector and PRs anymore. But it was really good to see him replying, probably because it's a pandemic, everyone is in home. But it's good that he replied on the same day. That's very rare to come from a maintainer in a day. So, and it got stale because everyone is busy. And I think they took 1 year. Yeah, July 17, 2020. Then July 21 year, exactly 1 year. This really good board try to close the PR, and then this is still relevant. Yeah, of course it is relevant. And the thing is that you have to persistent about it because in 1 year your ideas and passions can change. But you have to really build to it in these kind of projects. And then after that, I will just comment out. The board wants to close the PR again. I think they changed the bond from 1 year to 2 months. It's easier to close PRs than merge it. 24 of them. There we go. What is blocking? Okay, again. Okay, ALS is another maintainer here. He kind of helped a lot. He was very helpful enough. I ported the vector to Java later, and ALS was very helpful enough helping that. Okay, he added the aspect level, September 22. So I think then now on the board won't complain anymore. Okay, good. So Diego is another maintainer. These are people are very busy in their own lives, of course. And I guess October 19 said good to go. Okay, I tested it. Okay, I'm replying on Sunday. I am replying on the same day because I'm still in college. If it was now, probably won't. Different priorities now. Okay, vector announced, blah blah blah, then what? Okay, then took another year. May 12, 2022, Diego just merged it, and that's what you see here. Now there's a problem here, it's a bug. The PR had a bug. Why is it showing 4 different same PRs? So I think I'll be making another PR for that. Okay, after that, while I was making this, I found another bug in this. So remember that I am using vector. So I am invested in this app. So I have to fix this. There is no other way. So meanwhile, I can run my own version. I don't have to depend on it. That's I think the most beautiful part of this. I can modify and I can modify for my own thing. I don't have to really make it clear. I don't really have to because it fits my needs. Okay, so the next bug was that. So I made this thing. Now when I type F here, it used to go full screen. Really, I mean, that's some bug here. I type F, it goes full screen. So I found that bug later, and I think I made that. Okay, so on user input elements, it doesn't have to do that. And it's a simple change, but that change has a really good effect. So if the on key down, if the target is on an input element, don't do anything. And that's where the shortcuts were. So all of these keys, if they were pressed, they will just go full screen. Yeah, go full screen. That got merged instantly because there's nothing to review there. Because they knew it was a bug. Nice catch, yeah? Yeah. Okay, so that's how you make a PR to an open source repo. I have other experiences, similar experience with Indie Keyboard. So I will just mention the app here. Indie Keyboard is also a free software keyboard in the sense that the keyboard is open source. It's only for Android, and I also use this keyboard. So it's my personal investment that I should help this software because it's also helping me. More than it's helping others, it's helping me myself. So I will be modifying these softwares for my own need, and my own needs will also help others as well. So it's a two kind of benefits. So I contribute to the Malayalam keyboard part of this, but this supports a lot of languages as well. So you can just test it out at indic.app. So similar way, Indie keyboard is a very large code base because it was forked from Android's original open source keyboard. It was Java and it was a very messy code, and it's coming from 2008 Android. So you can understand how messy it's going to be. But navigating it around and finding the problem and getting the solution, that's a special document release in a way. And that kind of gives you attention that you found the solution to that. Okay, so the next part of this talk, I think, okay, about this P2PT. So this is a project that survived a hackathon. So why I call it is that? Yeah, one other thing, NITC had an indie keyboard hackathon at some FOSSMeet', I think FOSSMeet'23, 17? Yeah, so I think it's 17, 18, somewhere Indie Keyboard had a hackathon in the SSL lab, and they were trying to fix some. So Indie Keyboard was actually the first Android keyboard to support Indian languages. So this was when Android was becoming a thing. So I think in 2012, 2013, this was the first Indian keyboard that properly had support and was free software. But nowadays you can see in Play Store there are many keyboards, but this was the OG one. Just remember that. And another thing, one controversial thing, Indie Keyboard was released, and I think in 2015 somewhere, Google released their own keyboard called Google Indie Keyboard. And they kind of used the trademark, and they made their keyboard pop up more in the Play Store. So when someone searches for Indie Keyboard, Google should show first. I have a lot more to say to it, but I don't want to say it here.
But now they removed.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about Google. They removed their products, I think, in 5 years after. Google Indie Keyboard, you can't find it anymore. They removed that, now it's Gboard. Board, yeah. Gboard. So, the problem is that there were a lot of people dependent on Google Indie Keyboard because they were familiar with it. Keyboard is something very personal thing, like an editor you say. Keyboard is something that you are already accustomed to with, even if it's mobile keyboard. And if someone removes that, that's very thing. So Google Indie Keyboard people, there were a lot of people relying on the keyboard, and when they removed it, it kind of affected the workflow of many people. So if I teach my mom, so my mom started with phones, I think 2 years back, and what the keyboard would I would search to her? My keyboard, Indie Keyboard. So the good thing about it is that it's a guarantee that I will be there to develop the keyboard. It's a guarantee that Muji is also contributing to the keyboard, Jishnu is also contributing to the keyboard. So there are other people surrounding in this community of Indie Keyboard that I am guaranteed that this software will be there, and Google can't shut it down because this will always be there. So by that guarantee, these kind of softwares, like these kind of personal softwares, there should be free software. That's the best thing about it. It should be free software. These kind of essential tools like keyboard or operating system, for example, these are essential tools, right? These should be free software so that it's guaranteed that nobody can shut it down. So that's about Indie Keyboard. So P2PT is a peer-to-peer torrent. I can add more fancy words. Decentralized, distributed, peer-to-peer. You can call everything of that. So I'm just going to show. Right? If I show it, then it might not work. Okay. But let's see. Okay, so this is a game. Might not work, but let's see. Okay, so this is a Pujim, but it's called in Malayalam. It's kind of like a English version, you call it a dots. Okay, I should put the German. Okay, ready to connect? Oh, it did! Okay, great. Okay, so what happening is that there is no backend at all here. It's entirely running peer-to-peer. What it means is that, I think I will show the story first and then say. So P2PT, the initial idea was that I was amazed by WebTorrent, like the whole torrent thing, and it was all running in the browser. So that was pretty amazing. So usually in hackathons, projects don't come out of it. It just dies there. That's usually what happens in hackathons. You get a project, you win a prize, you just leave it. That's usually what hackathons usually have. So this project survived. In the sense, after the project also won the second prize there, it was in 2020 February, After the pandemic came, and I worked on making this standard. So, this was the initial question. WebTorrent connects peers and stream videos. You see, they are streaming videos. So, what if we hijack the connection? Remember that I don't know about WebRTC or WebTorrent, the workings of WebTorrent at that time. What if we hijack that channel and send something else with it? Not just the video, maybe some messages, chat or something. And just want to hijack it. Must be possible. Theoretically, it must be possible. I mean, they are sending videos, I can just hijack it, right? Theoretically possible. So, how to go around that? So, this was the question in the hackathon myself, right? So, 24 hours, spend a lot of time looking into it. Okay, let's look at the WebTorrent source code. That's a good, another good thing about free software. Okay, let's look at the source code and see what's happening underneath the hood. Okay, hack into JavaScript objects. Very good. Okay, I hate JavaScript, but this is one of the good things about it. You can just hack into JavaScript objects and see what's happening underneath, and use it for the purposes it was not meant for. So this is how a WebTorrent client would show a file in video filing on web page. You initialize the WebTorrent client. Okay, let's talk about info hash. Let's talk about info hash. So, what is a torrent? I told you about the magnet links earlier, right? So this is how a magnet link would look. Very complicated. These all things are very okay, this is not useful at all. It doesn't need any of it. A torrent just needs this hash. It only needs this hash at all. And provided that you have some characters. If it doesn't have some characters, you can mention the characters in the URL. That's just for the additional comments. So in this case, I just need a hash to get a torrent. Previously, you would be using .torrent file. So what does a .torrent file have? Suppose I am making a torrent, like I am making let's say, library of books. Each of these files will be split into pieces. Pieces as in some specified size pieces of, let's say, 1024 KB or something. Now, each of these pieces would have a hash. I think everybody will know about hash here. Hashing is basically like converting a very large data into something very small. That's a very basic way of saying it. So each piece would be hashed. That would be something like this: 1 hash, 2 hash, 3 hash, different pieces. Torrent metadata. What does a torrent have? Title, description. So you can see that the title and description are here, but it doesn't need to be in the magnet URL itself. So we have the title, description, etc. So we will hash all this together, plus. We'll make another hash out of it. This will be the main hash. So if someone is sending me a torrent, I can verify that the torrent was correct by using just this single hash. So I get the metadata first, this torrent file, and then I will be asking the peers to get the file. Very easy. Very simple protocol engineering. So, and to share that particular, you can just simply send this to someone. So I saw the, you saw the BitTorrent client, right? So you can just send the hash here. Nothing else is needed. Okay, I'm not reading. Yep, nothing else is needed. Okay, so that's how info hash works. So in WebTorrent, you can just pass in the info hash, and it will look into the files. Once it receives files, it will look into the file with MP4, and I can just append to the body, and it will just stream the file. So let me just show it in WebTorrent. WebTorrent. So WebTorrent by default has a streaming demo on the web page itself. So this is downloading a torrent for Sintel. It's a movie, also by Blender Foundation. So this is streaming directly from peers. So I think I have only one peer at the moment. Okay, this is one peer. I can be a peer. Copy. I can just add to my main WebTorrent. Okay, probably there are no. One peer, 10 peers. Okay. Just one peer. I mean, I'm thinking whether this would be connecting with this guy and probably streaming it. It's streaming really good. See how smooth it is? This is running on torrent. That's surprising to see. Usually torrents are slow and stuff, but this is superbly fast. Netflix level. Okay, maybe not. Oh, yeah. So it's working really good, and that's because there are a lot of peers for this particular. Just download it entirely. See how fast that is. And I'm streaming it now. So I'm uploading the file as well. Now if I refresh this, I can stream it anytime I want. So probably this guy is the seeder for this file here. So there we go, torrents on the web. So I'm adding a file, so there will just show the file to the page. There we go. Now I want to hack it. So how do you hack it? Good thing about JavaScript, I can just look into the object. What does this torrent thing have? Torrent._p. So good thing about WebTorrent, they don't abstract anything much. Just have an abstraction of an underscore variable. Very easy. So torrent._peers have the entire peer list, and that thing is a object called simple peer. So simple peer It's another project from Feroz, which basically helps to do web artists. I didn't know any of this. It's not. It doesn't matter if I explain it or not. I just did the code. That's it. I didn't understand what I'm doing. Underscore PS, just an array. First element, I just do a function called send. Hey, how are you? This is video streaming, and it's sending a hi, how are you? So on the responder side, what happens is that similar thing on data. There's a method. Very hacky. Just the message is hey, how are you? I will just say hey, fine. That's it. So this is two web pages communicating with each other. Meanwhile, the torrent is being downloaded. So that's a hack. Okay. So I'm going to show this. So this was the hackathon project. So this is the repo. I didn't know what I'm doing. I couldn't know what I was doing at the moment. So we go at some point it worked. It works, blah blah blah, and yeah, works. But the more I've uploaded, it kind of broke, and again it kind of works. So multiple people do the same thing, and that's how the hackathon happened. Some cleanups here and there, and the project actually was working properly. It was very dumb code, but it worked, and it won the prize. So I think the demo is still there, but I kind of after that, the hack worked, won the hackathon. Now the next point was to standardize it, because this is not just limited to this hackathon. This could be an actual library. This shouldn't be just being in a hackathon. It can be something more. So then the pandemic happened. So needed something to work on. There were no college, so a lot of free time, and I standardized to make a library, and a library is for P2P. So at this point, I have no idea about how WebRTC works at all. So I looked into the WebTorrent internals, and that's when Feroz had these multiple WebTorrent talks on YouTube that he gave an overview of everything from a top perspective. So there's a different kind of approach. You have the bottom-up approach where you just hack into it and see what's being done. And the top-down approach would be to look at the overview and then get into the source code and everything. The WebTorrent code is not the best, but it works really well. No TypeScript at all, and it's working superb. So some apps build with P2P. The dot game that I just showed, kind of showed the game. I think the connection is still there, hopefully. We're waiting for connection. So the peer-to-peer connection usually just dies out at a point. Did it? No, it didn't die out. So this connection is still established, and the two players can just the goal of the game is to just make the boxes, and you can get the box. I think you might have known this game, dots game. So the good thing about doing this with WebTorrent is that zero cost, no servers involved, zero, absolute zero to make this game. Apart from the development cost. Any other than that, I don't have to pay anything. So this is just my subdomain, no domain cost, nothing. So that's the main incentive of making P2P. So for simple stuff, this works. The other app is WebDrop.space. So similar kind of setup. The goal here is to share files or messages. This also usually doesn't work, but let's see. Okay, work. Devices. There you go. Two devices. This is Mac, Firefox Mac. If I was ambitious, I would use my phone right now and just show it. But I'm not confident enough. Send. There you go. I can just send files and messages over two different browsers, and I can just do this. This is the same NIT network. Anybody coming into WebDrop.space will be shown here. So I can just share files to anyone in NIT campus with the same Wi-Fi network. I can just connect to it. So those are the apps we will be using. What else is the next? That's it. I had something to say about it. Okay, that's it. I had something. No, that's so WebTorrent desktop is a really good app. So torrents on the web. So this is something that really amazing tech in a way. Okay, somebody else is sending messages. Okay, so it's working. That's good. So I think someone else has turned an Android 12 Pro 9. Who are you? There we go. So usually this thing doesn't work at all because peer-to-peer connections via WebRTC is not really the most stable thing. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does not. But this is working at the moment. So I can just share a file to you as well. Probably there. Okay, so that's pretty much my talk. That's it. Thank you. If there's any questions on torrents and stuff, yeah.
How is this doing discovery? The web prop space thing.
How's it discovery?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the most efficient way of doing it. So there's other alternatives of web drop, snap drop and stuff, but they are using a backend. There's no backend here. It's all peer-to-peer. So the thing is that you will try it, since this is the same entity network, the public IP will be the same. So the public IP is hashed into a very 4-letter thing, and that's basically a root code. So the thing is that, okay, I forgot to say this part. Okay, that's what I remember now. The thing is that we talked about info hashes, right? So info hashes is basically like a torrent will have a unique info hash. So if I have a unique info hash, and if I send that unique info hash to another person, basically I have a peer-to-peer channel there. So that's basically how P2P works. So it is using WebTorrent trackers, and WebTorrent trackers doesn't know this is a separate thing, not WebTorrent client. But I can just use it to make a peer-to-peer connection. So in here, NIT public IP converted to a room code. I use send this to WebTorrent tracker. WebTorrent tracker gives me another list of peers who is having the same info hash, and that's basically how I'm connecting with these two devices.
And the tracker where?
Sorry?
Where does the tracker run?
So there is a list of trackers.
Like this is a publicly hosted tracker.
It's a publicly hosted tracker. So there are some really good people who. So I think there's NGOs and NGOs, and this is a repo that has a good list. So it's updated daily of different trackers are there. So if you look at WS, so basically the trackers are communicating via WebSocket. So this is currently the only public tracker right now. I used to host one on Heroku, but then Heroku cancelled their new plan, so it's not there anymore. But hosting it is kind of risky on a public domain because anybody can use this tracker to do any kind of stuff. So there is a responsibility when hosting such trackers. And yeah, so he was just telling me to show other projects of mine. So one primary project that I work other than WebTorrent is Varnam. So this is a library/input method to type Indian languages on computers. I can show a demo of it now. So this is on Mac. I can just type Malayalam here, and this is possible because there's a transcription engine running in the background, and it's an input method. So I can just type Malayalam right on anywhere. So if I just go over here, I can just switch to Varnam IME. I can type 14 languages are supported. For now, I can just type Malayalam. So this is available for Linux, Mac, Android with Indie keyboard, and this is basically translation, but there's other things that one can do as well. So alert.in is a dictionary that's recently been used, Kannada English dictionary. Underneath this, so this is a Sarota project. Underneath this, Varnam is running. So if I type something, you can see the translation thing, right? So Varnam is being running under. So there's one other project that I maintain primarily. So these are the things that make me keep me busy. And one project that I made recently with this was the Wordle for Malayalam. So it's also using Varnam underneath.
Model.
Yeah. Maybe let's guess the word for today. Okay, M nothing and D at the beginning.
Bruh.
Okay, there's nothing.
പൊന്നു.
Okay.
വെള്ളം.
Well, but that would need 2 L. Hold on. Right, there's an E. Mela. Right.
Oh yeah, മേളം. FOSSMeet'23.
So while Wordle was last year January, so I kind of like made it, like Varnam was already there, so I could have just made it. So I just used the element. There needs to be some public usage of the API. So the API is kind of hosted in Hyderabad, really good server, and you can just see. Okay, I can't type anymore. Okay. Yeah, basically the API is just API.pl/. Yeah. So if I do this request, I can get different suggestions of the English word I send, and this API is public, and anybody can use it to type or do translation stuff. So this is currently used by Kerala governments. Some websites of Kerala government is using Varnam, using the public API. Other users are the other dictionary, and all dictionary I think will be probably moving to Varnam as well. And so there's multiple use cases of Varnam. Other projects that I worked on is Indie keyboard, the other one. Yeah, so this is an Android app. So there are, when I was in college, I realized that there are a lot of Malayalis who can't read Malayalam. So this very small subset of people, they wanted to read Malayalam, but they can't. So the solution would be reverse transliteration. You get a Malayalam text, you reverse translate it to Manglish. Or in the case of Hindi, it would be Hindi to English. And so this was an Android app for that. It had overlay support. So what that means is that while I'm using an Android phone, if I see some Malayalam text on Instagram, I can just click this button and it will just translate on the fly at the moment. So this is one another app again. Similarly, there's a browser section for that. Indican. I think Indican is there in Firefox here somewhere, or I probably have disabled it myself. There's there in the add-on store. So basically the same thing, but for the browser. Okay, so this was when I was very young and very stupid, and I made like an entire social network kind of Google kind of setup in PHP. Good times. Open was a social network kind of stuff also PHP, also PHP again. Then I realized, and then Python, Java, it's a downgrade. Then I guess modern web era, so Vue.js, Vue 2, Vue 3, okay. Now what? Now I'm on React.js, okay. So I have explored a lot of stuff. This list is not updated because I need to update this 2 years, okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it, yeah.
Questions?
Any questions, anything you can.
Yeah, like this might be because I'm a bit uninformed, but like as I understand it, a normal torrent protocol works by like randomly downloading bits and pieces of the file from whoever has what available. So how does WebTorrent like fetch whatever is required like in order? Like does the torrent protocol support that in general?
I think Feroz has said that answer here in this talk somewhere. I don't remember where. So this talk is really good. I would highly recommend watching for anything Vapatiki on Feroz is the guy. So he has talked about this in somewhere. So the thing is that it can be done, but nobody has really. I mean, there already existed algorithms for that, but I don't think many torrent clients were implementing it. I think some torrent clients had it. The other thing is that. So generally we have general torrent clients already. So the next step is supporting WebTorrent for them. So there is this, I think the commonly used torrent library is Lipton. The Lipton is a common torrent. Okay, I think there is a PR for supporting WebTorrent. Okay, it has been too long, but I don't think it has been merged yet. Is it? Okay, great. Yeah, it got merged in 2020 only. So, but the problem is that the other clients that is using this client should also be updated, and the WebTorrent ecosystem is growing in that kind of way. And when that happens, this algorithm that was there is now propagated more. So I think the right answer would be to watch this talk. Somewhere he's talking about this part. It's a bit more. The last time I watched this talk was 2 years ago, so I don't remember much of it.
POCs in the group.
Just as for Feroz.
എന്താ സ്ലൈഡ്സ് എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് കളക്ട് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് കയ്യിൽ വെക്കാൻ പറയും. മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ? ആരൊക്കെയാണ് എന്തൊക്കെയാണെന്ന് അവർക്ക് സ്ലൈഡ്സ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, സ്ലൈഡ്സ് വാങ്ങിച്ചു വെക്കാൻ പറയും. ആര്? ആ.
Has anyone got any more questions?
എന്നാ
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Subin. I believe seeing your work, everyone here would be really pumped to start the next contribution. I now welcome Raju Gopalan sir to present the token of appreciation.
എവിടെ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് സെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്?
കയ്യിൽ വെക്കാം. എന്നിട്ട് ഒരു ഡ്രൈവിംഗ് കൂടെ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ടാകുമ്പോൾ ജസ്റ്റ് ലൈക്ക് വി ക്യാൻ സെൻഡ് ഇൻ ടെലിഗ്രാം ഗ്രൂപ്പ് വെബ്സൈറ്റിൽ അപ്ലോഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന്
സെൻഡ് ഡ്രൈവിംഗ് എന്നിട്ടാ പോയില്ലേ?
ഇപ്പം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇപ്പം എന്നാൽ എല്ലാം നിനക്ക് DM ആക്കാൻ
എനിക്ക് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചേട്ടനെങ്കിൽ പറ്റി പേരിട്ടാ പോയി.
I now call upon Clifford to wrap up Place Dot Gift.
9496. ഓ ഇതിൽ ഞാനില്ല, അതാണോ എനിക്ക് DM എടുത്തു.
Hello? Cool. So I didn't announce Place Dot Gift on the first day. So like this is just an experimental project that we came up like randomly walking one day. And like I really wasn't expecting much with it. To be honest, I expected like maybe like 5 or 6 people to come in, and then we were like, we'll call that a success. But yeah, like we have organized lab sessions and stuff for it. So but if I think first of all, I'll just show you how the final canvas ended up. So if you guys were not there on the first day, the whole event was just, we had a GitHub repo where anyone could make a commit using Python Turtle, and there was a GitHub bot that would merge that in, so that anyone could draw a picture using just Turtle, and the results are updated live on our website. So I will just, so this is live website where details are all, the canvas is live updated. So as we wrap up this thing, this is the final canvas we had. So initially like when I planned it, we had like 3 sections for like Debian, ARMS, Fedora and all of that, and like we wanted all of you to battle it out, but obviously that's not what we did, and that's fine. Like the whole point of this was that you can do whatever you want. So yeah, like at least like a few people did draw like logos and stuff. So yeah, the Fedora logo I believe Leonard drew it. So shout out to Leonard. And also the Ubuntu logo I believe Aaron drew it. I don't know if he's here. Yeah, he drew it. Yeah, there's like a bunch of logos. Like a lot of people were sitting in SSL and was working on this. And it was really nice to see a bunch of people just figuring out Turtle and trying to work on this stuff. And our main aim of this was to, for someone who has not ever made a PR before or has not contributed to a repo before, they can at least get used to that aspect of it, because there's like barely any check here towards the end. I'll not address the bugs. Okay, so as we wrap up this event, we had a total of 112 PRs and just 156 comments from 25 contributors. Yeah, like out of this 112 PRs, like a bunch of you might have gotten like just RSync program, error free, like 10,000 pixels, so on, so on. But yeah, a lot of you had to like resolve those conflicts, and we have the final canvas. So this is like, I just sorted out some of the random art that was there, so that you can like see it clearly. So yeah, you can see that what you guys do while coming to the lab and all of that. I also like to acknowledge the sharing guy, whoever do that. I don't remember the GitHub handle of the person. Good job. Yeah, so like, this is one person like who did this. Like he was working on it yesterday and he put it in the Telegram group also. Like he himself made this whole layout for the entire canvas where he drew this hall right now. So yeah, his name is Ashwin. I don't know if you're here. Like, are you here? Okay, cool. Yeah, so like that day I announced that whoever contributes the best will have special prizes. So yeah, I think without a doubt, like I'm going to just give it to him. So yeah, like if he could just come up here. Yeah, I think I request Ashwin sir to come up. Yeah, so like I don't know how much of success the event was. Like a bunch of you had suggestions about improving this event and all of that. So yeah, like I hope for at least like a lot of you had some fun making PRs and just sitting around in the lab talking to people and trying to look at Python turtle code. And yeah, I wouldn't say fun. I was like up till 2 and 4, like fixing bugs and resolving conflicts and stuff. But it was a fun experience. I would say that. But yeah, that's what plays got good. Thank you. Hope you had fun.